Well, you're watching HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks, and I hope that you can stay with me this entire hour because we are talking fitness, but this is fitness that you can actually do at home. This is total body. This is toning your body, tightening your body, strengthening your muscles, because I'll tell you, during this time, it's been very tough for us to either maintain our fitness or to improve our level of fitness, because maybe we can't go to the gyms that we were going to before, and now that the weather's changing, we're not gonna be outside in the way that we were before. So that's why it's important to have something at home that shows benefits for your total body, and you can do it very, very easily, and it's all courtesy of Pilates. We've got AeroPilates. We've got the 5-Core Pro Reformer that we've got back in stock, but the quantity that we have now is all that we're gonna have for the rest of the year. As a matter of fact, we're not gonna get any more in once these are gone until 2021. So this is gonna be your opportunity to really take stock in what am I doing to get myself strong and fit and lean and toned, but doing it in a way that's comfortable for me. I'm not talking about jumping up and down and learning choreography or some kind of new something. I'm talking about using the benefits of Pilates that have been around for over 100 years, used by some of the strongest, fittest, fitness and dancing professionals out there, and you can do it at home. I wanna show you what you're getting, and then I want you to give me just a few moments so that you can see the benefits that you can get from AeroPilates. So this is the machine itself. I have it folded up, and that's what's gonna happen. When you're not using it, you can fold this up. So if the first thought that you're thinking is, oh gosh, I don't have space in my home, well, guess what? You unfold it, lay it flat, to use it, and when you're done, you fold it up, and then you can easily slide it away. You get everything that you need, and we're gonna show you how all of this works, because if you've done Pilates in the past, and if you've used a reformer, then all of this is very familiar with you. To you. If you haven't, it's okay if you're a beginner. We're gonna share this with you of how to use it. So you're going to get the reformer, you're going to get 6 DVDs, 11 workouts on here. And so you're gonna get workouts like strength and stamina, you're going to get a fat burning cardio, look at this, total body tone and lengthening. You're getting all of these DVDs. You get a workout chart, because there might be times where I don't have time to watch the DVD, but I can just look at the image and follow along. You can do that. There's even an eating guide, an eating nutrition guide that comes along with this bundle. There is a 30-day jump start that comes here too. So if you're saying, wait a minute, I like to see results quickly so that I can keep that motivation, you're going to get that 30-day jump start that comes right along included here. And you get it all. You even get upgrades to this machine, which we'll share with you, the likes of which, if you were going to go to their website, you'd be paying about $200 more. You are getting this today. We took about $50 off the price. We even reduced the shipping to about $9.95, and we send this to you. And you just decide if you want it in gray, or we also have one in blue. But I'll tell you, blue is by far the more limited option, and if you want the blue, I don't want you to wait too long on picking this up. We only have about 320 available in the blue, and that's the one that I'm gonna be demonstrating with you. Now, I want you to see some results, some befores and afters, because really, I know that's what gets me motivated, and it might do the same for you as well. So look at Tina. She lost 15 pounds after 8 weeks, and this is something she did at home. She ate right and she exercised. How do I eat? You get an eating guide. How do I exercise? You do your AeroPilates. So you can see the difference it's made in her overall shape. 15 pounds down looks very good on her. Let's see the side view of her, because you can see her tummy was probably her nemesis. That's what she was probably always trying to camouflage in her clothing. Now she doesn't have to, because AeroPilates did it for her. So that's Tina. Let's see Ashley. Ashley lost 17 pounds in 8 weeks. You can see her waist is carved out. She overall looks stronger. Her arms look leaner. Her legs look leaner. And this is something that she did at home. She changed her eating with the eating plan, and she did her AeroPilates. And just so you know, you don't have to be on your AeroPilates machine for hours and hours a day, every day of the week, because you are going to get that resistance training and all of the benefits of that. And you can see her from the side. Oh my gosh, she literally shrunk. So that's before and after. That's 8 weeks. Okay, we're gonna see one more, and then we're gonna just dive into the presentation. This is Janine, and you can see she lost 13 pounds in 8 weeks. Every part of her, including her chin, her face, her jawline, her neck, her shoulders, everything looks slimmer and trimmer. She's standing up straighter. She looks more confident. And that is what we're talking about when it comes to AeroPilates. So we're gonna give you all of the details. We're gonna talk about the benefits of AeroPilates, and when it comes to customer favorites weekend, this definitely is a customer favorite. And so is our guest who is joining us via Skype. Her name is Marjolaine Bergman, and she is a master when it comes to Pilates. And Marjolaine, we are so glad to have you for this hour.
Thank you, Tamara. You did a beautiful job of introducing the whole system and the product, and I think what an amazing time to be indulging in something like this for yourself over the next few months as the weather starts to change and you want to keep that summer body, because I'm sure everybody's been outside and exercising and doing things a little bit more than they might have, but that's going to change dramatically. You said it all. It works quickly, and I can say that in one session you're going to feel different, in 10 sessions look different, and in 20 sessions, which you could do in the first 3 weeks, everyone will be noticing that things are different.
Wow, and that's like ultimately when you hear about Pilates, and maybe you've heard about it for years, you've certainly seen the results of the benefits of Pilates when you watch television and when you watch movies and seeing your favorite stars there. And what they say is, I feel stronger, I feel leaner, I feel more confident in my body. And you're doing it on your own time. There's nothing to plug in. There's no computer to figure out how to work. You get on, and we're gonna show you, even if you're a beginner, how this can work. Because did you notice this is the 5-chord system? That's up to 16 resistance levels. So yes, even if you are advanced, like Marjolaine, like Colette, who's joining us, who is a Pilates instructor, she was saying this is the best when it comes to an at-home reformer. You see the retail value, you see our regular price. The value that you get today is unmatched. Use FlexPay. Go ahead and pick yours up. And Marjolaine, I'm gonna come back to you because I know that, you know, for a lot of people, Pilates may be a little bit intimidating because they say, I can't do that. But the truth is you don't have to start off as flexible and limber as you see right there.
Absolutely not. But look at what I'm doing. First of all, I'm lying down. So imagine doing a lot of the work in the lying down position. You're safe, your lower back is protected, everything in is alignment, and the reformer racks you up so you can't do anything wrong. I start to just push away from the foot bar, and really what I'm doing is a squat. But I'm also profoundly reteaching the abdominal muscles to initiate the movement and keeping my pelvis really still. So what does that mean? That means that after a few sessions of doing this, the pelvis that might have been tipped or twisted or tilted a little bit, one leg might be acting a little bit longer than the other leg, all of those things that end up in injuries and in stiffness, that all goes away. So anyone can do this. You're just lying down, and you mentioned we have 5 resistance cords on this machine, which is why it's my favorite. You get 2 black, you get 2 red, and they're twice as thick as the black. So for the guys in the family or the person that wants to bulk up a little bit more, you can add the red ones. But then if you want to work your core the way I always do, because I want to get into those deep stabilizing muscles and my pelvic floor, my knees, the little tiny muscles in the knees, the yellow cord is the magical cord. And so every day, based on what you're trying to do, what you want to do, how you feel, which exercises you're doing, you can customize your workout. And I love that more than anything. You're never going to get bored.
And I like that too, because every day can be something different. And while you're at it, Marjolaine, why don't you take us on a complete tour?
Okay, I would love to do that. So the 5 resistance bands gives you 16 levels of resistance, as you mentioned. The rebounder included in our box today is taller. So often for people that are taller or wider, they love the luxurious space that you get. And we'll go into the rebounding and why that's so brilliant in a minute. Your platform is way more padded. You've got your headrest underneath that is adjustable, but then today the pillow is included in the box as well, and that's usually another $40 that you have to purchase. And this pillow is ergonomically designed to put the bump under your neck so that your neck is always in neutral, especially when you're jumping. It feels really great. The shoulder pads are comfy. We've got a new strap that has 2 handles, one for your hands, one for your feet, so that makes it really easy. Once you've adjusted the length, you never have to adjust it again. And the length is easy to adjust because you've got this little weaving mechanism here. So once you've got it on the right length, never change that again. The risers in the back allow you on this machine, we don't have this on every machine. Number one, it allows you to adjust the height of the strap so that you can change the angle of the exercise. Lower down is a little bit harder, higher up is a little easier. And then these risers can go away and you can put the pull-up bar in. So it's if you want to work your upper body and really get tone and strength in the shoulders, the back, and the arms, then you're going to want to buy the pull-up bar, which we have plenty of. The mat underneath is coming back in stock in the next 10 days, so watch out for that. Our stand is sold out at the moment, but we're working hard to get those back. You shared that it folds in half, which I think is phenomenal because not everybody has the space to be able to keep it out all the time. And I'd love to talk about the rebounder. How do you feel about that?
Yes, let's do it. Let's talk about that rebounder that comes included.
So I was a runner and I started getting stress fractures in my feet, and we sat down and tried to come up with a low impact way of creating cardio. When we developed this little trampoline, we had no idea how amazing it would be in terms of calorie burn. So we compared it in a study to a treadmill and an elliptical and found 1.5 times the calorie burn. So you're lying down on your back, which is protected. You're engaging your stomach muscles every time you jump. You're getting your heart healthy by increasing the rate of your heart beating, but you're burning more calories. So it's revolutionized fitness. It's fun and easy, and this is where the weight loss happens. So when we looked at the before and afters earlier, you saw those changes, and here's the animation of it. Look at the stomach. Again, even when you've got the foot bar in and you're doing the regular exercises, the whole body is working out at the same time, which I just want to remind you is how our bodies actually work in life. You know, at the gym, you need 27 machines to get what this AeroPilates machine will do for you.
Wow.
You have to go from station to station, working one muscle at a time, which isn't how our bodies actually work. So this is a much more functional, sensible, and efficient way to work out.
That's right. It's total mind, body, spirit,
yes,
fitness. That's what we're talking about. And as you're seeing some of the movements that we've only just begun, but if you're seeing some of the movements, you'll notice that they're all very contained. You might be looking at this and saying, oh, I can do that. Yes, you can. You don't have to be a pro. You don't have to be advanced in order to use this from the moment you get this home. And that's why I'm glad that we have it for you now with the quantities that we have, because they are very limited. We don't have 10,000 of them by any stretch, but we're showing you just some of the things that you can do. And right now, Colette, and Marjolaine, let's talk about this, because Colette is working her core, which we can clearly see, but also all aspects of her legs too.
Yes, so I love that warm-up series that she's doing right now because she's training her belly to initiate the movement. She's strengthening all the little stabilizing muscles of the knees. So if you have weak knees, this is brilliant for knees. She's stretching out her Achilles, working her ankles, getting rid of any tightness in the plantar, in the bottom of her feet, opening up her hips, stretching, strengthening the hamstrings. I mean, there's so much going on in those small movements, and you begin every workout like that. So the first thing that you're going to notice is, wow, my lower back feels less stiff. I feel like I can stand taller because my pelvis is back where it's supposed to be. My head goes back to where it's supposed to be. You really do begin to feel differently very, very quickly.
Yes, and we're watching you, again, do a series with your legs. If you're watching Marjolaine and you're saying, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that, maybe that's a little bit more of an advanced move for you, but guess what? The more you use your AeroPilates, the closer and closer you will be to doing those moves. Yes, and you get the results. As a matter of fact, we do have some actually some testimonials that we want you to listen to. And remember, while you're listening, I want you to go ahead and choose whether you want blue or in gray of your AeroPilates.
I lost over 7 pounds and 17 inches with the AeroPilates machine, and I feel amazing. With my extremely busy schedule as a real estate agent, this was so convenient because I kept it in my home office. You can just do a variety of exercises, stretching, core work, strength. So it is so versatile and allows you to create the perfect workout that works for you. Oftentimes with gym memberships, you're paying high dollar to attend their gyms, and it's expensive. But with this, it's affordable. You buy it, you put it in your living room, and it's easy to access. It can accommodate any fitness level. So you can come in new to Pilates. It's okay because you can adjust your tension. It is low impact for your joints, so it's wonderful for all ages. AeroPilates definitely makes working out fun, easy. It's like I'm getting my workout in and my relaxation in all at the same time.
I like that she said that, her workout and her relaxation in, because it's so interesting, Marjolaine, that a lot of times when we think workout, we only think, oh, it's something that I dread, it's a chore, it's something that I don't want to do. But with Pilates, from the way that it was designed, it's designed to, yes, to challenge your body, but also to make your body feel its best.
Yes, all the while protecting your body in every movement so you can't do it wrong. The other thing that I love that she said was the convenience of having it at home and being able to do some in the morning, some at night. You know, she's a busy mom, so she has to try to include her wellness program in amongst all the other things she's trying to do. And you can do that too. And I've found it to be so helpful. You know, 5 minutes in the morning of rebounding, and then maybe around lunchtime, you can do the legs and straps series. And then before you go to bed, you do a few of the stretches. You've done your 20 minutes, and it didn't feel like that. And it was sort of spread out throughout the day.
Definitely, and that's right, because you have it at home at your disposal, and you can put it anywhere because it doesn't have to be plugged in, it doesn't have to be near an outlet. You can do it obviously on hard floors or even on carpet. It really can fit in anywhere. And I want to give you some measurements, and then Marjolaine, I'm going to ask you about when I get it home, how do I assemble? But it's 85 inches. Great. Yes, it's 85 inches long, so from front to back. It's 20 inches high off the ground, and it's also 23 inches wide, so from side to side when you're sitting on this. And remember, it folds in half. So we have ours folded in half, and if you want it to fold it up when you're not using it and then slide it out of view or into a corner or what have you, you can do that. You don't have to leave it out all the time, 100% of the time. There is a 350-pound weight capacity on this as well. So if maybe your goal is to lose weight, and you have a significant amount of weight to lose, the idea of jumping up and down and putting a lot of stress on, on your joints on the ground jumping up and down is just not in the cards for you. But the fact that you can lay down, you can sit, and you can work out at the same time really is a bonus. So Marjolaine, we're gonna come, because some folks, and we are live on Facebook, on HSN's Facebook page, so if you have any questions, ask them there, and we'll get our answers live on air. But how do I assemble when I get this home?
So I love that question. It is clearly not like the old days where you would need 700 tools and 6,000 pieces of things on the floor. It comes virtually assembled. You're going to screw in the 4 little feet. You'll put the end caps on, which just stick right on. You put the foot bar in, then you will put your shoulder pads in, you'll adjust the length of your straps, and you screw in the risers, and that's it. Anyone can do it. The time that it takes is all about just screw bolts, you know, putting those screws together. Otherwise, it's perfectly simple, and it comes folded, as you mentioned. So you just need someone to help you get it out of the box, unfold it, and you're ready to go.
That's right, and I like that even that is going to be very user-friendly for you as well. There's also a 3-year warranty on this. We want you to use it. We want you to really start to see your result. We had a question on Facebook, I think it was from Barbara, or I'm sorry, it's Babette, excuse me. And she was asking about, because you get the DVDs, you get the workouts on DVD, that's what comes in the box. But Marjolaine, yes, what if I'm more comfortable using workouts online? Is there a resource that I can use?
Yes. Absolutely. Every single DVD that's in the box is streamable for you. So right in the box is the instructions on how to be able to access those DVDs in a streaming fashion, so you can use them on any device. Also, our on-demand videos that you can get at Stamina Products is also all streamable. So you don't need to have a DVD player anymore.
Okay, and I think that really is just allows us to, when we are exercising and working out, to really reach our potential. And that's what we're talking about with everything that you're getting, including the rebound bar. And there are other add-ons that you can add on, and it really allows your workout and your potential to be limitless. This is your time to do it. If you've been wanting a Pilates reformer. Maybe you've done Pilates in the past, maybe you've done mat Pilates and you're saying, I'm ready to move up and get those results. Let this be the time, because if the summer was a little bit tough because you couldn't get to the gym or you couldn't do your regular workout, and now that we're moving into the fall and the kids are maybe at home, you're doing a lot more. There's just a lot more that we're taking on in our everyday life. You don't want to give up on your fitness. And so I love the idea of having this at home. Use it, get it on FlexPay, and you've got it at $89 to get it home on FlexPay. We reduced the shipping, so it's only $9.95 to ship it, which is great. Now, if you have an HSN card, use that, because you can get our no interest VIP financing for 12 months, and it's like having a 12-month FlexPay, and it would make it $37.42. But you call today, you order it, we send it right on out to you. You don't have to wait. And you can start to, maybe if you've put on a few pounds, you can tackle that now before the holidays creep in, and then maybe more pounds creep in, or maybe just more sitting and less activity starts to take over our body. And Marjolaine, when I look at the benefits of Pilates, in particular the reformer and all of everything that this can do, I really can't think of any singular other kind of exercise machine that can do this.
I'm totally in agreement with you. If it existed, I would be selling it, because I mean that, you know, I'm always looking for the absolute most efficient, most elegant, most functional way to stay fit in the least amount of time, because there's so many other things we want to do with our lives. So dedicating 20 minutes to yourself every day, de-stressing you and strengthening, lengthening, fixing all the little things that are imbalanced, that makes a huge difference. But that's all. You shouldn't have to spend hours and hours doing that.
That's right. And again, you work out to what fits your lifestyle. Marjolaine, we've got on Facebook, they were asking about, Sissy was asking about the fact that your reformer is elevated a little bit more. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. Yes, probably we should have taken it off because the stand sold out earlier today. We're working hard to get them back in. But the reason we have the stand is that some people have a hard time getting on and off the floor. So my dad, who's 97, he could maybe get on the floor, but it would be hard to get up again. So raising your machine about a foot off the floor really, really helps. So those stands are available for this particular reformer needs the large stand, and HSN sold out this morning. But stay tuned, and we'll make sure we get them as soon as we can.
That's right. And just so you know, there is, Marjolaine does have a mat under hers. Again, those sold out as well. These are going quickly because a lot of you are watching and you're saying, this is what I need at home during this time that we are at home. And you feel more comfortable working out in your home, on your schedule, on your time. So the mat is sold out, but just check back. You can order your reformer today. You get it home, and then check back on HSN in a couple weeks and check to see if that mat is back, because we do expect to get more in. And this is gonna be your time to do it. Marjolaine, I would love also to talk about some of the befores and afters, those results that we're all after.
Well, the wonderful thing, these are obviously after 8 weeks, but what I want you to know that I can promise is that within the 30 days you have to try it, you are going to see results. We saw a couple of pounds of weight loss a week. That means, using your rebounder and eating properly, obviously. But just look at the changes in posture, in tummy size, in hip width, in tone and definition. And we used to always think that exercise was just about maintaining weight, losing our weight. But you can lose weight, and if you're just a flabby, skinny person, that's not healthy. You want tone and strength in your muscles. You want bone density. You want good posture. These are all really important parts of aging well and not feeling stiff and tired.
And as you see that, that's, if I think a lot of people are listening and saying, oh gosh, I do feel stiff and tired. I do feel, I don't feel the energy in my body. And I'll tell you, everyone that I've ever known who has done Pilates, and it's a lot of people, they've always talked about just that inner energy that just kind of they have when they do this, unlike regular workouts where you just feel sapped of energy at the end.
I know, that's so true. I think that de-stressing our bodies, removing the stress hormones from our blood that are typically just aging us. That's something else that AeroPilates has been proven to show, that after 3 times a week, you see reduction in stress. And what does that mean? That means that you're going to sleep better. It means that you feel more energy. It means that you'll get rid of the belly fat that you've had a hard time getting rid of, because often that's stress related. So all of these little things, within 30 days, the only thing you're going to say to me at the end of the 30 days is, gosh, I wish I'd done this sooner. Why did I wait?
Yes.
Because the people that actually really do it, not only do we all become addicted to it and look forward to it every day, it really is, I think, one of the most amazing anti-aging programs, because at 66, I feel younger, stronger, longer, leaner than I did when I was 40.
Okay, Marjolaine, I know some people's mouth just fell open. 66.
Oh, well,
with
I think everyone knows how old I am now.
But so toned and so strong, and even the stretch that you were just doing, the fact that your body is so limber.
Yes, and who would have thought that? As a runner at 40, when I had my accident, I couldn't touch my toes the way I can now. And I'm going to do a little flexibility demonstration right here on air, because I love how this will show you. So I'm going to touch my toes. So I'm much more flexible than I used to be. Can you see the floor? I've got my hands, my fingers are on the floor. My lower back still feels a little bit stiff, but obviously I was traveling in a plane and, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to get up and do the elephant. If you want to do it with me, yes. Tamara, you can.
Yes.
You're going to step up onto the platform. Colette can do it as well if she wants. Okay. So you're standing a little bit in front of the shoulder pads and your feet are hip width apart and your hands are on the bar. 2 black cords is perfect.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is bend at the waist and lift my tailbone to the ceiling. So now my arms are straight. Relax your head and just use your abdominals and push the platform away. If it's too much resistance, just go down to 1 black. So you push away, you feel the stretch in the hamstrings. As you pull the feet forward, you squeeze your pelvic floor and you lift the tailbone to the ceiling. So again, push, feel the stretch in the calves, come forward, lift the tailbone to the ceiling, and don't let the head come forward. Keep it back by your knees. Keep lifting the tailbone. You're closing in the V. Your body's making a V with the upper and lower body, and that V is closing in on itself. So that's 4. I'm going to go a little bit faster. I want to do 10. And you will be so amazed at how much more flexible I am after this. This is just 10 repetitions of the most amazing active stretching. Everything on the reformer is like this. So 2 more. 1, are you doing it with me?
Yes, and it feels so good. With every
Doesn't it?
repetition, it actually gets better and better.
So now I'm going to step off carefully and I'll touch my toes now. So look, I can already feel my lower back has gained probably 4 inches. Look at this. I can go all the way back here with my whole hand on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And literally my body is almost flat against my upper body and my lower body.
Oh, my gosh.
So imagine you stretch yourself like that every single day with 10 repetitions. Every exercise you do has a stretching component. So all of a sudden, youthfulness in movement and in everything you do just becomes evident. And you just look younger, you feel younger.
And that was 10 repetitions. Think about that, maybe from the first time that you use this. If you are watching it, if you are saying, I really have to have this in my home, let me share with you. This is the one that we have folded up. Remember, it does fold in half, so you don't have to leave it out. You don't have to have that space dedicated every day in your home. You use it, and then you can fold it up. It's really that simple. You're going to get the band, you're getting the 5 cords, which equates to about 16 different levels of resistance, which means you're not gonna use this for 2 months and then all of a sudden it gets too easy and you can't use it anymore. This is something that you can grow with. So I love that this one is such an advanced, I should say it can be so advanced if and when you're ready for that. You're getting 6 DVDs. There are 11 workouts here. There is also a way that you can get those workouts digitally. So if you'd rather not, maybe you don't have a DVD player anymore or a computer that you can pop these into, no worries. You can still get the workouts. We'll talk about that again in just a moment. But you're getting 11 workouts included. You're getting a chart that shows you multiple exercises as well. So maybe you just want to follow along on the chart and copy those. That's your workout for the day. You can do that. And I'll show you what that chart looks like because it is extensive and you can work your entire body. You're going to get an eating plan. You'll also get a 30-day jump start. So maybe for you, you want to get healthier, you want to get more fit, you want to get stronger, maybe you want to lose weight, whatever the case is, start with that 30-day jump start because that's where you start to get your motivation because you start to see those results quickly. If you did the stretching exercise that Marjolaine just did, that was 10 repetitions, and the difference it made in your body just in those 10 repetitions, it gets you excited to do more. You get your choice of either gray or of blue. Blue is far more limited. You're going to get the rebound bar as well. And so I encourage you to go ahead and pick yours up. That's the blue, and I've got my iPad and my notes there as well. But this is your machine. And if you want to go for it, today would be the day, because the quantity that we have now is all the quantity that we're going to have, and we won't be able to get more in until for at least 4 months. That takes us into 2021. And you know what's coming up, Marjorie? Now I think about, we are into September. Halloween is coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, all of the winter holidays, all of the winter eating that we do. The food gets heavier, and a lot of times so do we. But this is a way for us to really take charge of our fitness, mind, body, spirit, total fitness. That's what we're talking about here. If you want yours, use FlexPay. You can use any major credit card. You call us, let us know you want it. We'll send it straight to you. And we're gonna, Marjolaine, I wanna take a quick phone call, Marjolaine, because Janice is calling us from North Carolina. Janice, welcome to HSN.
Thank you. I'm so glad to talk to both of you. I've had my 5-cord machine since 2012.
Really? Since 2012? Okay, tell us about the results that you've seen.
When I first started, I'd had a 3-cord machine to begin with, and then I got the 5-cord machine, and I'm 67, and I really saw some, I think, more results, I believe, when I got the 5-corded machine, and I love the Rebounder on it. It's been wonderful for me to have this, to have it up all the time in my house, set out on a stand, and this summer I've been riding a bicycle outside and then coming in the house after that and doing my Pilates. On the days that it's raining, I do my Pilates and then use the Rebounder, and I love it, and I am addicted to it.
So one more question, Janice, for someone who's watching and maybe they're on the fence about it, what would you say to them?
I'd say get off that fence and order this thing, because it is wonderful, because it doesn't hurt any joint in your body. It stretches you so wonderfully that you feel so good when you finish up and get off.
Let me ask you one more question, Janice. Have you always been someone who has worked out and been active?
Pretty much.
Okay. Okay, good.
But this is by far my favorite piece of equipment that I've ever owned.
I'm so glad you called in. I know that you inspired a lot of people who are watching. Thank you so much for your testimonial.
You take care. Thank you, Marjolaine.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I'm just glad you took the plunge. You know, that's the thing. It's like you did that for yourself. And that, I mean, we can only do so much, Tamara. You know, you out there have to take the plunge, give something to yourself. This is a gift. And honestly, you won't regret it.
That's right. You will not. You just have to make the decision to do it. Now, I see that Colette has picked up a new piece of equipment. It's called the Magic Circle.
Yes.
Can you talk us through that?
Yes, she's doing 2 things there that I love. The Magic Circle and the pull-up bar. And both of those will work beautifully on your machine today. The pull-up bar is all about upper arms and back and chest. If you want to have a lot of tone and you want to wear a backless dress, the pull-up bar is fabulous, and we have plenty of those in stock. And the circle I love too. The circle you can use on your reformer. It's also a little standalone device. It can work your arms. It can work your hips. It can work your abs. I love it for my inner and outer thighs, so I can just pop my legs in and I can push out, working the outer thighs. And then I can do the opposite, put it on the inside. I can do this when I'm watching TV or sitting even at my office desk. So this is fabulous. And then the best part about it is what it does for your neck. So if you place it on your forehead and you push gently with your fingers against the head, all the little muscles here that as we age tend to give our age away, they get stronger. And not only does it look nicer in your neck, but it's holding your head up so that your neck is less fatigued. So here Colette is showing you, she's squeezing her inner thighs there, obviously, because she's got to hold the circle while she does some of the other exercises. So it's taking that exercise that she's doing to a whole new level.
Wow, and that is available. We were showing you some of the item numbers right there along the bottom of your screen, the magic circle. She was also using that pull-up bar, and that's would be an additional add-on, but if I wanted to add that on, Marjolaine, how would I incorporate that?
Okay, so I love to do the pull-up bar when I'm rebounding. So I rebound for a few minutes, then I jump up, grab the pull-up bar, do some pull-ups, wide and narrow, and then go back to jumping, and then do that again. It's really fun. It just changes the workout, makes it really interesting, and focuses on those really important muscles in our shoulders and our back and our arms. You know, you want toned biceps and triceps, especially as we age. You know, so many of my friends hide their arms in sleeves because they don't like how their arms look. So again, a few exercises to change that.
Absolutely. And if, as you're looking at these, if you want some of those add-ons, please go ahead and pick those up. You can always go to hsn.com, even after you get your AeroPilates reformer, and maybe you say, okay, you know what, I do want that magic circle, or I do want the pull-up bar. Definitely do it. Again, and then if something's sold out, just check back a few weeks later, because we do try to get, you know, kind of replenish our stock as soon as we possibly can. I want you to listen to some more testimonials, some people maybe just like you who've used their AeroPilates reformer and love it.
Using the AeroPilates machine, I've lost 17 pounds and 20 inches all around in an 8-week period. It's not just weight loss, my body feels better. Before the program started, I was really nervous just because I've always been an athlete all my life, and so I haven't really been super flexible or anything. It's actually more whole body than I thought it was. The day after, I was like, oh, I'm sore here and I'm sore here, and just every part of my core was sore. So it's a good sore because I know that it's working areas that haven't been worked before and building those areas. And it's nice because if something feels a little too hard, you take the resistance band off. If you need a little bit more and I'm like pulling too quickly, I just add another band on the AeroPilates machine and it's great. If I only have 5 minutes, I can jump on the machine and do 5 minutes of using the rebounder. I can do 5 minutes of just doing my arms. I can do, if I have more time, I can jump on it. It really kind of takes away that excuse of I don't have time to work out, because you do. You can do a full body workout or you can do just 5 minutes. Working out with AeroPilates does make it fun. You kind of don't realize that you're actually working out. I lost 17 pounds in 8 weeks. I feel wonderful.
As we look at Ashley, and it says there the 17 pounds, but what we saw in the video was that 17 pounds and 20 inches. And Marjolaine, to me, the pounds matter, but the inches to me are what tell the story.
Well, we also have to remember that when we were doing all of our studies, and this we've done 4, so there's been a lot of data, the research scientists were all amazed by how one machine could actually change body composition. So not just getting rid of fat and burning calories, but converting that into lean muscle. At the gym, you'd need 27 machines to achieve those results, but here you can do it all on this one machine.
Yes, and you can see that. You can see that Marjolaine just, again, she's leaning back. She's using that rebounder, which comes with the reformer that you're getting. You can see some of the results of the study that we've got running along the side. This is, the Pilates reformer is not a new piece of fitness equipment. It has been around for about 100 years, and things don't stay around that long if they don't have tried and true results and benefits, and that's what we love. And so, Marjolaine, we're seeing you, we see Colette, and you guys are professionals. You guys are pros. But what if I'm a beginner? What are some of the first exercises that I can do when I get this home as a beginner?
Well, even as a beginner or an athlete, you still should begin the same way, and it's with what we call our warm-up footwork series. Okay. So you're basically doing little squats in the lying down position. So your spine is in neutral, you're engaging your belly, your pelvis stays still, you're strengthening your knees, you're working your quads, you're working your glutes. Every single muscle is becoming awake and alive, stretched and strengthened. You change the foot position. Now I'm working my inner thighs, I'm working my pelvic floor. I'm working my knees in different ways. Then I can go into heel lowers, so I can get my Achilles stretched and my feet feeling really, really good. Then I can do a wide position out here to open up the hip joint. And these are all things that at the gym, it would have taken, 7 or 8 different machines already to accommodate all of the muscles that we've been talking about. But the most important thing, Tamara, is that when I get off, my lower body is now different. It's not only more toned and strong and flexible, it works differently. The muscles that move my legs are different than they were before because I've retrained them. And now I'm less prone to injury and my lower back feels a lot better.
And we're showing an animation of some of those muscle groups that you were talking about there. And literally
Yes.
it's total body.
It really is all the red. Look at that. You never are isolating one muscle group. It's effective and efficient. It's fun. You can feel it though. For example, that bicep curl right there. If you're out and you're lugging wood around in the snow and you've got your snow boots on and the chance of falling is really, really high because everything's slippery. You do a little AeroPilates and suddenly these biceps talk to the abdominals. The legs are strong. Everything is constantly talking to each other. So your body becomes a much more cohesive unit instead of, oh, I've got a strong bicep and maybe I have a 6-pack, but I don't use it. You can look a certain way or you can be functioning a certain way. And I think the functioning part is what's so important. And it changes everything. It changes how you sleep. It changes how you move. It changes how you stand, how you eliminate. Your skin has different glow, oxygen flows, range of motion in your elbow, in your wrists, in your hands, in your shoulders, in your knees. All of those things start to make a difference.
I think it's so key what you were just saying about your whole body is working together, because I think we can all relate to maybe seeing someone who, yes, they have really big arms, or yes, they have a really, a nice 6-pack and it looks pretty. My husband calls it pretty muscles. Pretty muscles are nice in a picture, but what you want is a body that's strong and works, and talks to each other. So like you said, if you need to, if balance is an issue, maybe balance is something that you're working on here. We also had a question on Facebook, and if you're just joining us, maybe you missed when we said it earlier. There are 5 chords here, 5 resistance chords. Marjolaine, I would love for you to take us through again the 5 chords and how do I know where to start?
So 2 black, 2 red, and a yellow. That gives you 16 levels of customizable resistance that you can choose. More chords works the arms and legs. So if I'm pushing away from the bar, my legs do that work. If I'm pulling on the strap, my arms do that work. So more chords works those major muscles of your body. Fewer chords, though, if I go all the way down to the yellow one, say, which is the really light chord, that makes the platform not come back so easily. So the muscles that are required to pull the platform back are your abdominals and your pelvic floor. So on light chords, you begin to work those deep stabilizing muscles in a way that you can't in life. This is the only machine I know that actually addresses that as well, because we really have sort of 2 major sets of muscles, the ones inside that hold us up and the ones that allow us to move. And both of them get addressed here. So the yellow, 2 red, and 2 black give you 16 different layers of resistance.
Wow, and you can see how easy it is to change. The red ones are pretty strong, just so you know, and maybe you move up to the red chords. There are these 2 right here. Maybe you move up to the red chords when you have advanced, or maybe when you're doing an exercise that you are stronger with and you do want a little bit more of a challenge. But the idea is you get 5 chords. This is the pro reformer. This is the one that, again, beginner, advanced, and everywhere along that range, you're going to use it and you're going to start to see and feel and get noticeable results. You saw those befores and afters of weight loss, and again, they use the eating plan. So they ate right and they exercised. Sometimes the eating right we get, it's the exercise that we don't get. This is the part where you get that full tone, that total body workout. And you can do it on your own time, anywhere in your home. When it lays out in full, it's 85 inches long, 23 inches wide, and 20 inches high. When you fold it up, it's half that size. So just think about that. If you're saying, I don't have room, you may not have room to keep it laid out 100% of the time, but after your exercise, just like with anything, if you were using weights, you would put those away. If you were using a jump rope and those kinds of things, you would put that away. You fold this up and put it away until the next time. And you'll pull it out again and again and again. I love that Janice called us a little bit earlier from North Carolina, and she was saying she's 67, she uses it, she loves it, she has seen the benefits of it, and you could hear the energy in her voice. If you're saying, oh my gosh, that's what I want. I want something that I can use every day. I want something that I don't have to be on for an hour or 2 hours at a time. If you don't know where to start, you get the workouts that come included. You get the chart that comes included. You're gonna get a 30-day jump start. So if you're saying, wait a minute, it's September, I can't wait till January 1st to make another resolution and start then, and another year has gone by, and this has been a doozy of a year, I will tell you. So why not make the decision today? There's your 30-day jump start, and that comes included. So and you're also getting extras. The fact that you get the pillow, let me share with you the neck pillow that comes included. On their website, not only would this machine here be over $200 more, it wouldn't come with the neck pillow that comes included. This would be another $39 purchase on their website. You've got it here, that's included. The fact that you get the rebounder in past iterations wasn't always included. You're getting it included now. So you've got padding everywhere. You've got cushioning everywhere. You've got the easiest way to step up your levels of resistance. And if you don't know where to start, we even give you that 30-day jump start. So you don't have to be a pro in order to use your pro reformer. I say go for it. Everybody that I've ever known who has used an AeroPilates have raved about the feeling that they have afterwards. And Marjolaine, that's something that is hard to describe, because usually in a workout, when you're done, you're wiped out. With this one, you actually feel energized. That's how I feel.
It's so true. So first thing in the morning, it really energizes you, but last thing at night too, it also tends to relax you because of the de-stressing mechanism. You know, you can't possibly do this and do it mindlessly. So your mind is connected to your body. You begin to feel muscles you didn't realize or remember that you had. You begin to notice things like, oh, my right wrist is a little bit more turned out than my left, and my left leg is slightly tighter than my right leg. I mean, you start to know things about your body because the reformer is helping you understand that. And then quickly you see the changes. You'll see changes in your feet. You'll see changes in your muscle tone and definition and length. You'll see massive flexibility changes. Your posture will change. Your elimination will change. The way in which you sleep will change. Your hair, your skin, more oxygen, more blood flow. This rebounder, when you started talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas, I said, oh my God, I've got to put the rebounder in. Immediately, right? It's like, oh gosh, all that eating. Yeah. And I think during the last 6 months, we've all been cooking and cooking and cooking. I don't know about you, but my kitchen has not stopped.
I know, I'm the same way. I told my husband, I'm so burned out of cooking. I can't think of another meal to plan. I just can't. But you know what happens when we start to do that? That's when we start to order takeout, right? And that's when it just, things just start to kind of add up. So what I like is that on your own schedule, to your own level, you're not in a class where you feel like you have to compete with everybody around. You're doing it with the help of the workouts that you get included, but you get a chance to have this at home on your own level. And I love, as you know, I'm surrounded by Colette and Marjolaine. They are professionals. I am not the Pilates professional here, but I'll tell you, the learning curve is very quick. It's a very short learning curve because the more you start to do, the more you think, oh, okay, I can do that. What's the next thing? So I love watching Marjolaine. I love as you're showing me and kind of inspiring me at the same time.
So my dad is 97 and, you know, putting his feet in the straps like this, he said, I can't do that. I said, yes, you can. You can put your socks on. You can tie your shoes. You can do this. It's that simple. Pop this on, put this on, push. And then, I mean, there's video. You can go to Facebook. You can see a video of my 97-year-old dad doing leg lowers. Look at this, stretching the hamstrings and the lower back, pushing forward, using your belly. Add a little circle, open up the hip joint. You're safe. The reformer is protecting you. You can't do it wrong. It feels amazing. You feel completely protected. And quickly, you know, now work your inner thighs. A little bit of this. Squeeze out to the side. Squeeze the inner thighs. Use the brain a little. It's so fun and it's so effective. So there's no excuse. No excuse for space. No excuse for time. No excuse for age. If dad can do it, anyone can do it. No excuse for level or competence or, I mean, obviously, if you've had an injury, you check with your doctor, but it's a rehab machine. Remember that. It was designed for rehabilitation.
Yes, and years later, decades later, it's still being used and still being raved about. So now is your time. I know that Yolanda on Facebook, you were saying you wanted to know again which chords of the 5 are the beginner chords. I'll tell you, the yellow chord is the easiest chord. And it will depend on which exercise you're doing because you might have really strong arms, but maybe not as strong legs, or vice versa.
That's right.
But the yellow chord is the easiest one. The 2 black chords are going to be the next step up. And then the red chords, which are pretty strong, and they're down here. I didn't pull those up because I think they're kind of down there.
They're hard. Yeah,
they are.
hard.
They're very strong. The red chords are the advanced. So what you can do, Yolanda, you could start off with yellow, and if you say that's too easy, you do a yellow and then 1 black. And then you determine, okay, well, that's where I wanna be. And then when you're ready to move up, you put on the other black chord. And then maybe you do that for a while, and then you grow from there. But yellow is where you might start, and then, so keep that in mind. So very, very simple. And of course, all of the information will be in the information, the instructions that come right along with. And it will take you no time to get up and running here. As you're watching, and I know that we're counting down, we've got about 90 seconds left. You're not gonna see another AeroPilates show today. This is your time to do it. If you want it in blue, we only have a couple hundred, 250 left in blue, and then that's it. We do have a few more in gray, and then that's it. And the quantity that we brought in is all that we can get, at least for the next 4 months, which takes us into 2021. Go ahead and make your decision. Again, cushioned when you're laying down or sitting down, cushioned against your shoulders, cushioning against your head, but you're also, and your neck, but you're also getting that head and neck pillow that gives you an extra support and comfort. This would be another $39 purchase, but it comes included. You're getting the double straps for your hands and your feet, all included. I love the upgrades, Marjolaine, that you did. You're getting the Rebounder. You're also gonna get your 11 workouts, they come on 6 DVDs. You'll get your exercise chart, you'll get your eating plan, you get it all. Marjolaine, you really put together a fully comprehensive package for us.
We really try. We try to keep making improvements, and we definitely are here to support you. I've got great customer service. AeroPilates Addicts is a Facebook group that you might love to join that I didn't start, but it's fabulous. Lots of girls and boys all hanging out together. Lighterliving.com, my email address, Marjolaine@lighterliving. Stamina's here to help. I mean, we're here. We want you to feel great and to move into the next year feeling amazing.
Do it. Go ahead and get yours. Marjolaine, thank you so much for joining us as well for this entire hour. And we really do appreciate you. You stay on the phone. Go ahead and order yours. We'd love to send it out. And we do have Leslie coming up next.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients,
which means less chemicals in your house which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
Skinny Girl is designed by a woman for women. It's functional, comfortable, and fashionable. I wanted to celebrate every age, all sizes. It's a line for every body.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be shy about it. I like to eat. I'm a real foodie. And I'm telling you, we've got some tasty foods, and they've all been curated just for you. Grab a seat and join us. Good Eating with Me, every Monday at 5 p.m.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-